This is so important for us to realize and really start thinking about working for assets. Assets put money in your pocket. And many of you are sitting there thinking, well, I own my own home. That's my asset. Is your house putting money in your pocket every month?
Be the change you want to see. Make a difference by giving your money a purpose, a mission to do good. Welcome to Money with Mission, where we show you how to create passive income so that you have options for how to work and how to live your life while leaving a legacy of positive social impact.
Hi, everyone. It's Felecia. Today you have me talking on this podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. Also, if there's anything in particular you would like to hear about on this podcast, let me know and I will find someone who can talk about that thing. I'm going to talk about retirement. Those of you who have listened to me know what I feel about retirement and what that definition is. For me, the reason most of us are saving money as we start working is to retire. We go to school, we get our jobs as physicians with the plan that we're going to continue to work in that position, making money until we retire. Current U.S. age of retirement is 67 for those born after 1960, which most of you are, believe it or not. I was born in 1960. I'm telling you guys something. I am not 67, and I consider myself retired. Retirement to me means doing what I want, with whom I want, no matter what age I am. And I want the same for you. Again, we are taught to go to school, get a job, and work until we retire. We know that Social Security benefits are low. Some of us are working in employed positions where we have a pension. Some of us are working and saving as much as we can in our 401k or whatever retirement benefit we have. I'm going to say tax deferred retirement vehicle, so that when we do retire, are too old to work or tired of working, which in the United States comes with an age associated with it. Again, right now it's 67. That's when you can do what you want to do and have money coming in and not have to pay a penalty for pulling money out of that retirement vehicle. Is that the best way? What happens from the time you start working to the time of that age when you can officially retire according to the United States government or whatever government you're in? Canadian, some country in South America or Central America. I don't know. They all have rules about what you can do with your money. What if you start working, you're a physician, you start working, and at 5 years in, 10 years in, your child gets sick and you need to not work and you don't have a spouse bringing in enough money to cover everything you guys have spent money on at that point? What are you going to do? Your child is sick and they need care. They need you. What is the thing that you will do? Nobody talks about that. Nobody tells us or even mentions that as a possibility. It is always go to school, get a job, work to retire. And what are you working for? You're working for money, right? Every day you go to work, everything you do, every surgery you do, every patient you see, everything you do is about the income. Yes, of course, it is about the satisfaction you get from doing what you do, serving other people, of course. But if you didn't get paid for that, would you be able to continue to do that? Think about that. If you did not get paid to serve the people you are serving, would you be able to serve them? Money with Mission. Our vision is that every woman have the ability to walk away, have the financial ability to walk away from any job or relationship that is not in her best interest. Any job or any relationship. That could be your relationship with your spouse. It could be your relationship with your higher ups, your management, whoever that is. If that relationship is not serving you, you should be able to walk away financially. How do you do that? What do we do? How does that happen? First of all, you have to think about it. First of all, you have to consider it's a possibility that I may not want to do this. I may not be able to do this. And it might not be from a physical disability for which you have disability insurance. It may be something that is a lifestyle change you want. It may be a sick parent. It may be a sick child. How do I do this? Having income coming from somewhere other than your job, for me and to me, is the way to be able to live the life that you want without having to consider all the other outside things. Financially, having money coming from somewhere other than what you do for money, you working every minute you work gives you dollars, gives you cents. I don't know what job you have. For physicians, it gives you dollars. Every hour gives you a lot of money. But if you can't do it, you don't get money. If all of a sudden you cannot do what you do, you are not getting paid. And what would you do then? The best time to think about that was 10 years ago. The next best time is now. I talk to people about investing in things outside of Wall Street, private placements. Why? I found myself handcuffed to urology when I didn't want to do it. I watched my mother stay in a relationship that could have killed her because she did not have the financial ability to walk away. I want that to go away. That is unacceptable to me. I have found ways to have money coming in, regardless of what I am doing, so that I can do the things that I want to do. For example, I went to South Africa for 2 weeks with my daughter. If either one of us had been thinking, we would have made it a month. We made it 2 weeks because that's how we think in the United States, I think. When I talked to people who were in South Africa or from other countries when we were on the plane and we said we had only been there for 2 weeks, they looked at me like we were crazy. 2 weeks, that's a lot of travel for only 2 weeks. And when we realized it, we said, yeah, that was a lot of travel for only 2 weeks. Next time I'll do better. What I'm saying here is I want us all to start thinking about what we really want in our lives. What is your heart telling you? What do you truly want? Not what society tells you want, not what society tells you think what you should have. You should want to work. You should love serving the patients you're serving. You should want to do one more surgery. You should want to be there from 7:30 in the morning. We'll say 7 o'clock because all surgeons know the surgeries might start at 7:30, but you were there at 7 o'clock. And you may be there until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, serving the people that you want to serve. And yes, it makes you happy. And yes, it brings you joy. And yes, a sense of fulfillment. But how long can you do that? And how much better would you feel if you knew you didn't have to? There are a lot of ways to go about it. Yes, there are a ton of ways. A lot of it takes a lot of your time. And most of us do not have that, right? We are spending our time right now making the money to serve us and do the things that we want to do. I get it. We all get in that trap. We all are there. I just want you to start thinking about there are other ways to do this. You look at our US economy and who knows what's true? People start talking about inflation. They start talking about deflation. They start talking about the money supply, the M1 money supply, the M2 money supply. What the heck? All I care about is my money supply, right? What money do I have? We all are playing in this big aquarium of the US economy, of actually the global economy, and what all that means. Let's break that all down over the next few episodes and learn about what is M1, M2? What are private placements? What does inflation and deflation have to do with what my money will do? What happens if I ignore it and just keep putting my money into my 401k or my retirement vehicle? And when I'm retired, we're in a recession. What happens? What will I do? Right now, physicians are retiring much later than the average professional. Many professionals are retiring at age 65, 67. Many physicians are working well into their 70s for a lot of reasons. It's complicated. We identify with being a physician. We don't want to let that identity go. Some of us, it really is about the money. We start working much later. We have a lot of student loan debt. And the only way we know to get rid of that is to keep working until we can pay that off. We've delayed our gratification for so many things in our life for so long to go to medical school and do our residencies that we want things. We want stuff. I get it. I wanted stuff. Wealthy people work for assets. Middle class mindset is to work for your FICO score so that you can afford more stuff, you can have better credit. Physicians make a lot of money, but we always think about what we can buy and what we can consume, as well as paying off our debt. We don't necessarily think about buying an asset that can pay off that debt that we accumulated while we built our career, while we built what we are doing now to serve others. It's really important. This is why I am doing what I do, so that we can learn how to make money without running the treadmill. We can have options. If you love running the treadmill, if you love doing surgeries, if you love seeing one more patient in the office, continue to do so. Do it. But have money coming in another way in case that day comes when you don't want to. And if that day never comes, then what's the problem with having had a plan B? We always have that plan. In every surgery you do, you know what you're going to do if. You have an idea of what's going to happen if, right? We often don't do that with our own finances. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about today. I know that was short. I know I got on my soapbox, but this is so important for us to realize and really start thinking about working for assets. Assets put money in your pocket. And many of you are sitting there thinking, well, I own my own home. That's my asset. Is your house putting money in your pocket every month? Think about that. And I'm looking forward to talking to you some more. We'll have some more of these one-on-ones. I'm going to get some folks on, some people I've been working with whose minds have changed a little bit on how they're working and looking at things, and we'll have some fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, and we'll talk again soon. Take care.
You've been listening to Money with Mission. There are projects happening right now where you can have a great financial return while positively affecting the lives of others. To learn more about our opportunities, go to moneywithmission.com.